Welcome to ZANE Radio, audio updates from ZANE's friends and partners on the ground in Zimbabwe. My name is John Haynes. In this episode, ZANE's partner Julia talks about her work running creative therapy sessions for pensioners.
ZANE sponsors weekly creative therapy sessions in the retirement homes in Zimbabwe. These sessions include art and craft work, socialization, tea and cake and birthday celebrations, singing, prayers and laughter. They are always uplifting. Mr. and Mrs. James have been helped by ZANE since 2007. They are regular participants. They are both in their 80s. They came to Rhodesia in the early 60s from the UK. Mr. James contributed hugely to the civil service as a teacher and later as a headmaster. Mrs. James is a remarkable personality. She has twinkling eyes and a warm smile, and she still speaks with a noticeable Yorkshire accent. She has always contributed to the community around her and paid particular attention to the senior citizens. Mr. James is gracefully drifting into dementia, and Mrs. James suffers from back pain. Last year, the one child who stayed on in Zimbabwe was struck down by a very aggressive form of cancer. His aging and challenged parents were the only immediate family he had here to help him through the last year of his life. The task fell largely on Mrs. James. She constantly ferried her son to and fro for cancer treatment and medicines. This was at a time when fuel was scarce and queues were vast. Of course, there were innumerable bills to be paid. On several occasions, she could not pay bills because the bank computers were down due to constant power cuts. Large down payments were often required before medical assistance could be given. 2 children in Australia helped where they could, and crucially, so did ZANE. During the final months, the son was nursed in his parents' home before eventually being taken to hospital, where he passed away. At this time, the weather in Zimbabwe was particularly hot, and there were constant power and water cuts. There followed the logistical nightmare around death certificates and burial orders and standing in endless queues. During the creative therapy sessions, Mrs. James would often comment on how these few hours afforded her the only respite from such an emotionally and physically exhausting time in her life. She also said that she would not have managed without the support of the community around her and ZANE. This story is just one amongst many. Please never underestimate the extent of your kindness and generosity to hundreds of pensioners in Zimbabwe.
Thank you for listening to ZANE Radio. Please donate to ZANE at www.zane.uk.com. Music was by Kevin MacLeod at incompetech.filmmusic.io.